Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Harry Potter Hogwarts wax collection and the warmer, which I have here with me. We're going to smell through the 4 waxes together. Let me know what your house is in the comments below. I'm a Slytherin. True and true, go figure. And we're going to take a look at the warmer with the clear bulb as well as all of the 5 colored bulbs. So without further ado, let's dive in and let's start with the warmer because that is probably the very exciting thing for a lot of us out here. I'm excited to unbox this. I actually had a couple of my customers send me pictures of their warmer already, so I'm excited to get through mine. Now, if you didn't know, we had kind of a pre-order sort of phase last year. And from what I understand currently, right now we are just in the redemption of the pre-order phase, but there will be another sort of small launch of this collection in the near future, hopefully. So if you did not pre-order or you saw this and you were like, oh my gosh, I missed the pre-ordering window, or I was on the fence and now I really want one, rest assured that I'm pretty certain that there's going to be a release of this whole collection again in the near future. All right, so let's talk about this warmer. It's a 25-watt warmer. That makes me excited. Let's go ahead and take the dish out first because it's right on top. If you are familiar with the Harry Potter world, we have the letter with the little monogram for Hogwarts in the dish. It's a frosted glass dish. Very nice. It also says not for food use. I mean, not that I would expect you to use this as a cereal bowl or anything, or like a cat food dish, but don't do it. Not a good idea. But you can take that sticker off. You do not need to keep that on there. This warmer is for myself, so I'm going to be pulling off this sticker, but it comes off pretty easily. You don't have to use much effort, but if you're going to warm wax in it, or you don't like the look of the not for food use sticker, maybe consider removing it. All right, and then we have we have the warmer. All right, so we got our 25-watt bulb, and I'm so excited about this. Okay, so this feels like a porcelain, ceramic, we're gonna say ceramic warmer. This is not a glass warmer. Look at the detailing on this. Let's just take a minute to observe this. So we have the crest for Hogwarts. We have the castle with the bridge, you know, like they have there. We have the, I think it's Hedwig, right? I was like getting confused with Hedwig and the Angry Inch for a minute. And the castle wraps around the side, so it's beautiful. And what's also really cool, which I didn't know when I first got this, I wasn't paying attention enough. We'll go around the back, we have our Scentsy, so it's official. But if you look down here, it's Hagrid's hut, down in the bottom here, in the front. And what's really cool about this is because of how it's designed, when this lights up, Hagrid's hut lights up as well. So it has little perforations. You probably can't see it too well, maybe a little bit in this when it's off, but all those little areas, even up in where the stars are, will glow once we put it on. So without further ado, let's plug it in. Let's put our clear bulb in first, because that's the one that you'll get with it if you don't buy any other of our bulbs. All right, but I am really excited to see what it would look like with all the colored bulbs. One of my customers sent me a picture of it with the blue bulb, and she absolutely adores it. So we'll definitely go through them all together. Oh, come on. Twist ties are the bane of my existence. Does anyone else have trouble like getting these twist ties off sometimes? Or is it just me? Could be just me. Okay, so plug this in. Come on. I believe in you. Come on. There we go. This is all real life. Okay. And we'll put our dish on. And 3, 2, 1. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna bring this close. I will turn off the light so you can kind of see it better. But as you see, it kind of glistens through all of the different little cutouts there. And if you look carefully down in Hagrid's hut, the top one there also glows. So, very cool. And if you notice, you'll see more when I turn off the ring light. The dish is really where you get most of the glow, and even that's kind of muted because it's a frosted glass. So let me turn off this. Here we go. There we go. You can kind of see it better. So there's a little light down here. You do get a nice glow through the different ones, but this is a darker warmer. It is not a super bright warmer. Like I said, again, the dish at the top. See if it'll focus. Come on. There we go. As you can see there, that's where you get most of your stuff, but again, very, very elegantly done. And the detailing is just so fantastic on this warmer. All right. Now, that's probably been on long enough to burn my fingers off. We're gonna attempt to, ooh, yep, I was right. We're going to use a glove, I think, and try to remove this without burning my fingers off. Maybe this glove. And then we're gonna use our colored bulbs. Because, what if you don't want the regular bulb in there? Okay, so this is not gonna be as quick of a change as some of our other colored bulb videos, because this is, while it's a sizable amount, like, if you have a particularly fat hand like me, I have tiny hands, but they're kind of like chubby. So it may be a little bit of a little struggle there to get the bulb in and out. So pardon me as I take a little extra time to do that with each of these. All right, so we'll start with the red bulb, since, you know, Valentine's Day was just a couple days ago. And there we have it. So you do get this very, like, I mean, it's definitely like a reddish glow there, especially on the dish up top. Yeah, see. It's really pretty. It's not super bright because of how the pinhole cutouts are, but it really works nicely with the design. And if you wanted to represent, let's say, Gryffindor house, then you could put in a green bulb. You put in a red bulb, like the one I just put in here, Johnny, you bonehead. And then you're gonna burn your fingers off as you change out to the next color. So let's do orange next. I guess that would be the closest to Hufflepuff, since we don't have a yellow bulb anymore. We'll use the orange one. Now, as I suspect with most of the times with the orange bulb, this is just going to give it a little bit more of an amber glow. 3, 2, 1. Yep. That's actually really pretty. That's like a sunset at Hogwarts, like a evening sunset. And then, let's see if I can tilt that. There you go. You can also see kind of on the side when I do that, when I adjust the camera a little bit more, you get the idea of the amber glow that's really going to give there. But yeah, not too dissimilar from the clear bulb, but again, a little bit less bright. So again, any of the bulbs are probably going to be fine, but if you're looking for something to make things maybe a little bit more subtle, maybe change your color bulb. All right, we'll do green next for Slytherin and St. Patty's Day, because both of those, I am a Slytherin, and, you know. Oh, that's pretty cool. Almost gives it a little bit of a Halloween look to it. And we'll do it this way too. Green, dun, 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 dun. That gives you a little bit more to see, like, the vibrance on the side there. That's really cool. Again, because of how it's designed, you really don't get a whole lot of light bleed through. So it's already somewhat muted, but then if you go with one of these bulbs, it's gonna be even more muted. Let's do blue next. This is the one my customer put in. And she loves it. Now my blue bulb is kind of wearing off the blue coating on the top, so it'll look a little bit different at the top of the dish, but oh, I do like it with the blue bulb. It's pretty. It's like the open sky look. Now, as you can see, my dish isn't completely blue, and that is because the bulb actually has like a wear spot from the color. Sometimes it happens with our colored bulbs. I find that it happens more often like if you drip wax on a hot bulb, or if it's like one of the purple or blue bulbs. I tend to find that they're a little bit more prone to having that color issue than the red, orange, and green, and I just have a feeling it's because of the coating. But there you go in blue. It is a subtle one, so you're less likely to be bothered by the light from it if you use a blue bulb. Ooh, it's a hot blue bulb. Ouch. And finally, we're going to use our purple bulb, which I don't think is going to give much light off, but it might be something kind of cool to play around with, especially if you want it in a bedroom and you don't want it to disturb you from sleeping. So, and we'll turn off the lights, the overhead lights for this one too. Actually, that looks really cool with a purple bulb. It is subtle, don't get me wrong, but you can see it even in like the full light of the room right now. And then the dish. Just for fun. Ziggy, turn off chandelier. Let's see if I can get this. Oh, right, because I have the other light on. Whoops. But you get the idea. You can see it. It will be a softer glow, and in a dark room. Maybe if I do it this way. Nope, that doesn't work. That just blocks everything out. But you can definitely see the glow. I actually kind of like that in the purple bulb. All right. So I think for now, I'm going to keep it with the clear bulb for a while. But I will probably change it to the green bulb for March. Also because I'm a Slytherin. All right, let me pull that out, and then we're gonna go back, turn on our ring light, and talk about these 4 fragrances. Ooh, that's bright. Okay, Harry Potter Warmer, check. So if you did get this collection, it is a 4-bar collection. It comes packaged like the suitcase, and you can technically break off your sealed letter sort of thing, you know, if you want to be all cutesy with it. There's one for each of the houses. We're going to go through them. I don't have the official scent descriptions from the website, but the box, once you open it, like the suitcase, come on, actually says the scent notes of the different scents here. So we're going to go by these. It's probably the same, and that way I don't have to like go and juggle my iPad right now. And you get this cool commemorative little insert that shows the whole collection there. I think they did a really good job with it, honestly. All right, so we have 4 scents. We're gonna start with Gryffindor. Gryffindor is the red one. Gryffindor, Bravery and Determination. And the scent notes for this one are lemon zest, cinnamon leaf, amber, and smoky woods. Yes. This is interesting. So this reminds me of this is a very interesting scent because this reminds me of a cross between Spiced Ember Glow, so from our last catalog for all winter, Spiced Ember Glow meets Bonfire Beach, minus the marshmallow, and adds lemon zest. So it gives me, like, on first, like, it almost gives me, like, that weird, like, barbecue bacon-esque scent that we had for, like, Father's Day at first, like, adjacent to that from, like, a distant cousin. It does not smell like bacon. Calm down. But it has that sort of smoky, sweet vibe that you get from even, like, around the campfire. It's like that sweeter, smoky wood sort of vibe. And it's similar to like that spiced ember glow. The cinnamon leaf in this and amber kind of giving me that spiced ember glow kind of vibe that we had. But it has lemon zest in it. So it's more of a fresh, smoky campfire scent. And like uplifting, despite having like the other Hawaii's heavy notes that are more like fall, winter adjacent. But it's very similar in underlying qualities to something like Spiced Ember Glow. Yeah, I kind of smell that like barbecue bacon sort of scent from Father's Day that we had a little bit. It was like hickory barbecue scent or something like that. I don't remember what it was called at this point. But it has a little hint of that sort of quality to it. Yeah, it's like that meets spice. I keep going back to Spiced Ember Glow. That's the first thing it kind of reminds me of. But with like a lemon brightness. Yeah. I don't get... There is cinnamon leaf in here. There's like a slight greenness to this. It's not straight up cinnamon though. You know, like if you think cinnamon, your cinnamon stick, that's not really what I get. It's almost like a green, leafy, almost earthiness, slight earthiness. It's more on the green leafy meets like a little bit of lemon zest quality, and then that sort of spiced ember glow. So yeah, this is like the fresher version of that fall winter scent. It's not bad. I don't know that I'm like head over heels about it. I mean, I was okay with that other one at the end of the day, but I wasn't wild about it. So I don't know how I feel about this, but clearly that means, according to Scentsy at least, that I'm probably not a Gryffindor. And that's okay. Let's go to Pufflepuff next. This is Just and Loyal. This is described as warm cinnamon sugar, golden apple, white hazelnut, and whipped vanilla almond. So white hazelnut, I don't know what the difference is on the types of hazelnut, but usually white as a prefix to different scents usually means a softer version of that. So like think white florals, white musk, white grapefruit, white whatever. You get the idea. It's generally just a softer sort of note. So, hang on. Really? Okay, so I do get golden apple, first and foremost. I do get like a whipped sort of nutty note. I wouldn't know if I would necessarily say like almond specifically, but I get that golden apple. It's definitely like a sunny sort of apple scent. Slight tartness to it though. So it's almost like golden hint of like leaning towards green tart versus like golden towards red delicious. It almost gives me pear notes. I do get like a warm, sugary note. I don't know if I get a whole lot of cinnamon. I get some. It's a sweet bakery cinnamon. So yeah, it's not a red hot cinnamon if you're worried there. And it's there, but I think the sugar is the more prominent side of it than just the cinnamon alone. So think of like a cinnamon sugar donut or like a churro that has a good portion of cinnamon, but it's kind of more the sugar that you really pick up on there. White hazelnut, again, I think it's just a soft nuttiness that kind of enhances the already soft vanilla almond sort of situation happening. It almost gives me a little bit of like caramel pear crisp with more of an apple note rather than pear. And a little bit less of the caramel. Like it's a little bit less cloying and pungent. But this is definitely more of a bakery scent. Yeah, I don't, it's basically a little bit like a distant cousin of caramel pear crisp. Like the golden tart apple version of that. And it's like warm cinnamon sugar instead of caramel. So it works out. Is it one of my favorites? Not particularly, but I actually don't mind it, at least on cold. So we'll see. So I guess I'm not like a Hufflepuff either. Ravenclaw, let's do that one next. Wit and Wisdom. This is smooth vanilla, airy white musk, incense, spiked sandalwood, and mahogany woods. Oh, incense spiked sandalwood. Aha. So vanilla, smooth vanilla, white musk, smoky, incensey, like spicy sandalwood, and mahogany wood. Well, I love mahogany wood, so that's a thing. All right, all right. So this is a cologne scent. This, oh, okay. I get more of it from the bottom. Very woodsy, but very cologne. The musk really comes through in this. You do get like a spicy woods scent. It's not Amber Road in terms of spice level, but it is a little bit like not really peppery per se, maybe a little bit, but it's like that deep woodsy cologne men's scent, but it's still somewhat clean and fresh. It's not like old and stuffy. It's not hyper mature or anything like that. It's a little bit more of a mature, sophisticated scent. But it is deeply like a cologne scent. I will say that much. It doesn't quite go into the land of Axe body spray or anything like that. I would think more of like, think Old Spice, where you have that like deep, rich, masculine sort of scent profile, and then like a hint of spices underneath to kind of give a little more interest to it. And it's not super vanilla. I know it says smooth vanilla in here, but if anything, that's just there to maybe kind of mute some of the strength of this like heavy cologne sort of note. It's really good. I really like this. Are we sure that I'm not a Ravenclaw? Ooh, it smells so good. All right, so I'm actually excited to warm this. I will say it does remind me of, for example, what is it? Sensationals or Better Homes and Gardens Illusion scent? I think it's Sensationals. Although that one's more of like a cedar note. This is more of like a mahogany sandalwood. But it's that sort of same deep, rich, masculine cologne. It's like, again, the non-cedar version of like Mystery Man, kind of. But if you like scents like Mystery Man, you'll probably really enjoy this one. All right. Last, but certainly not least, Slytherin, Cunning and Ambition. This is my house. This is deep blackberry, dark chocolate, ooh, fresh oak moss, and crisp leather. So this is exciting to me because I don't think we've had very many scents that have oak moss in them. And that is a scent note that I usually love. Like, love, love, love. There was a scent, I think, from Blythe Candle Company? I don't remember, but it was like cucumber oak moss, and I could not get enough of that scent. Like, I just wanted to eat the candle, live the candle, have cologne of the candle, be one with the candle. So, let's find out what we got here. Okay, I do smell this deep blackberry. First sniff. First sniff kind of gives me a little bit of Just For You, but it's not a green tree scent. So there's no like pine or green tree note to it, but like that initial burst of deep blackberry that Just For You is notorious for having. I get that here. I get the oak moss too. It's very nice. Ooh. It gives it like an earthy, almost dirt sort of grounding. So it kind of reminds me of like, if you like The Mandalorian, Air of Adventure, this is like the deep blackberry version of that scent. Because that one's like a hint of like silver mint, I think, or silver mint leaf or something, and like earthy geranium and something else. This gives me that sort of like earthiness that the geranium sort of vibe was doing in Mandalorian, but it's doing it with oak moss. You do get that deep, rich blackberry sort of scent, but it's not overwhelmingly fruity. Crisp leather. You do get a masculine air to this scent. It's not overtly leather though, so if you're worried like it's gonna be like weathered leather or saddle up or something that's very heavy leather, I don't really get a whole lot of heavy leather. It's almost, if I had to pick, it would probably be like a hint of the leather vibes that's like a cross between saddle up and sheer leather, but as a background note rather than a foregrounding note. And I don't know if I necessarily, if by dark chocolate they're giving me the same sort of like vibes that Love Story gave as a Scentsy bar, then yes, I do get that, and I love every second of it. If we're talking like straight up, do I smell like a Hershey Special Dark Chocolate bar or something like that? No. If anything, it adds a little bit of a richness and kind of mysterious like romanticism to the scent. But it's like that deep blackberry, the fresh earthen oak moss. Those are like the primary scents that I get. A little bit of greenness from that oak moss as well. This is kind of a fresh scent. It's like a slightly fruity, but really it's more of like a fresh scent. Like, again, I think it's like the deeper version of like Mandalorian Air of Adventure, to be honest. That's probably as close as I can get. But in terms of like the scent notes, I would argue that of the four, this one's scent notes, not only the choice of scent, but the combination, is probably the most unique out of the bunch. I feel like the other ones, I've smelled something similar in different brands, or I've smelled something fairly similar on a regular basis, like the apple, bakery thing is, a very common thing to find. The clean, spicy men's cologne thing is not like a groundbreaking new concept. I think they're all great in their own ways. The spiced ember, smoky campfire vibe thing that's going on with Gryffindor, they're all nice in their own ways, but in terms of a unique blend, I think this one out of the four probably checks those boxes the most. This is the first time I've seen oak moss, to my knowledge, as a scent note or a main scent note in a Scentsy bar. And I haven't been a consultant for forever, but in the few years I have not seen oak moss as a note, a scent note. I've seen dark chocolate once, and it was in a Bring Back My Bar in Love Story. I've seen blackberry multiple times. And I've seen leather here and there, but the fact that there's an oak moss note in this really makes me like this one a lot. So that is my take. If I had to like kind of rank them, I would say, yeah, I feel like it's gonna get overwhelming. I think Slytherin, and again, this is not because I'm biased because it's Slytherin, but I really do think that this is the most unique of the scents. This is probably my favorite of the four, followed by Ravenclaw, although I think that it is a heavy sort of cologne scent, so that could get a little overwhelming if it doesn't kind of like mellow out when it's warming. And then after that, I think I think it's a toss-up. Like, I'm not usually a gourmet or a gourmand bakery scent person, so that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Gryffindor. But I'm also not, like, super wild about the whole, like, spiced ember glow, barbecue, hickory smoke thing going on here. It's like, I can't shake that sort of, like, it's like Father's Day 2.0, but less obsessively intense in your face. But I don't know if I'd really want to warm this all the time either in my space. Screw it. We're gonna say that this is my third and then this is my fourth. So Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Hufflepuff. These two, it's a toss-up, but definitely really like those two. All right, so that is the four set collection. I have to warm those. I still haven't warmed the 10 new releases just yet. I mean, I'm a little bit behind in my warming, and I kind of wanted to just take a break and warm, like, things that I wanted to warm, because I feel like I've just gotten to the rut of warming the next thing to review that's coming out or whatever, and I haven't stopped and taken time to talk properly, but also warm some of the bars that I just love myself and enjoy for a moment. So I will get to these. I will get to the other ones. It just may not be instantaneously because I'm trying to, like, go and enjoy some of the other wax bars in my collection, since it's quite a large collection. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited about this warmer. I think it's honestly, if you don't like Harry Potter, it's such a cool castle warmer that even if you, again, weren't a fan of this collection, it's a really cool warmer. And I think anyone who likes fantasy or, like, knights and castle warmer sort of concepts, I think it would appeal to a broad range, even if it wasn't specifically at the Hogwarts castle. Like, I would get it if it was just, like, a random castle warmer. It's that cool. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you've gotten this so far, or if you've gotten your warmer, let me know how you like it, what scents you may or may not like out of this collection, and tell me what house you are. Are you a Slytherin like me, or are you one of the other 3 wonderful houses? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in our next video. Take care, guys. Bye!